Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, October 10th, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Funny, the Capitol had a piece about the city of Annapolis running a drill about how to handle hundreds of migrant buses that might be sent up here from Texas. Now, there's no plans to do that, but the city is prepared for it. It's good to know that we can handle it. Now, if they would only plan a drill on how to direct traffic when Forest Drive has an issue. I spent close to an hour in that mess yesterday without any sign of the city making any attempt to ease it. All right, so let's get right into today's news, shall we? The U.S. Supreme Court has declined to hear a challenge to an Anne Arundel County ordinance that requires gun shops to provide customers with literature on gun safety, suicide prevention, and conflict resolution. A Maryland gun rights group and several gun dealers argued the measure violated their First Amendment rights by compelling speech that they disagreed with. However, county officials maintain that the ordinance focuses on public safety. The law, introduced after a rise in suicides and gun violence, requires shops to distribute and display information provided by the county health department. There is no cost to the gun shops. But I'll tell you, here's a feel-good story from Anne Arundel County Public Schools. Up in Severn, a local elementary school held a dance-a-thon to support first-grade teacher Julie Moore, who is undergoing treatment for stage 3 colorectal cancer. Students raised $6,500 for Moore, dancing for 30 minutes with sponsorships from the community. Moore expressed her gratitude for the outpouring of support, while Principal Isaphine Smith praised her dedication and impact on the school itself. Moore did say that her work as a teacher has really provided her with a great distraction during her treatments. The Annapolis Sailboat Show, one of the largest of its kind in the world, is set to debut 12 new sailboats today. Yes, the Sailboat Show opens this morning and runs through Monday. Featured vessels will include the Birdiefish foiling sailboat capable of reaching speeds of 25 knots, and the Dufour 44 racer cruiser designed for long-distance cruising. Show attendees will also have access to a wide array of nautical gear and equipment, offering sailors a chance to experience the latest advancements in sailing technology. Tickets at the gate if you like, but do it in advance. It's a lot easier. You slide right in and get right into it. You can do that at AnnapolisBoatShows.com. And if you're interested in the paranormal, Baltimore and nearby Brooklyn Park have become hotspots for ghost sightings. According to data from Ghosts of America, Brooklyn Park leads the state with 35 reported sightings, followed closely by Baltimore at 34. Glen Burnie actually comes in at 5th with 22. Local ghost tours do offer opportunity for residents and visitors to explore the spooky side of Maryland, but let me caution you about gypsy companies. If you are looking for the real deal, there are only two choices for you here in Anne Arundel County and Annapolis: toursandcrawls.com and watermarkjourney.com. Those are the only choices. Tours and Crawls runs the ghost tours year-round, and Watermark does them in October. I've done both of them. Both of them are great, and both of them are a lot of fun. Finally, Homestead Gardens' annual Fall Fest continues weekends through October 27th. Families can enjoy activities like corn mazes, hay rides, pumpkin picking, all for $15 per person, with free entry for kids under 2, seniors, and dogs are free too. Fall treats, barnyard animals, and photo ops make it a real festive autumn celebration for the whole family. Maybe a good holiday card. Advance tickets are encouraged, and you can do that at homesteadgardens.com. Hey, here's some podcast news up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight. We're going to be chatting with Rachel from Timeless Builds, which is a very small custom home builder from South County, building some pretty cool homes. And in closing, one of the best ways to keep up on the local news is the Daily News Recap email that goes out at 7 p.m. 366 days this year. It is free. It is paywall free. And here is a link right here in the show notes for you to sign up. And please feel free to let your friends, family, and colleagues all know about it as well. And that is a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to the sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and Fish for a Cure. So now you just need to sit back because we have weather from DCMDVA Weather. And because it's Thursday, Trevor is here from Annapolis Makerspace with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. All of that's coming right up, so hang tight.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, October 10th. Chilly 40s out there this morning, and we'll see more of the same tomorrow morning as well. And while Annapolis will get a weekend warm-up, temperatures will be right back into the 60s for afternoon highs next week. Look for sunny highs today in the mid or upper 60s, along with breezy northerly winds, with more 40s to start the day off tomorrow as PM highs on Friday end up around the 70-degree mark, ahead of a sunny and warm weekend, with temperatures in the 75 to 80-plus degree range both Saturday and Sunday, with more sunshine than expected much of next week, with temperatures in the mid to upper 60s for afternoon highs Monday, followed by low to mid 60s Tuesday, and near 60 on Wednesday as we cross over into the second half of October. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless, because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. Running October 18th through November 17th, be sure to check out the Maryland STEM Festival, with tons of events all around Maryland at all kinds of different locations, including schools, libraries, makerspaces, and more. And even though it's not supposed to start until the 18th, there's events already starting. Check out their events calendar over at marylandstemfestival.org. At Chesapeake Lightcraft in Annapolis, registration is open for their classes coming up in October and November, one making tenderly dinghies, and the other one making Chester yawls. At Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road, today check out their comprehensive Learn to Crochet class. Saturday is a comprehensive Learn to Knit class. Sunday, check out Beginning Interlac, as well as Granny Square Christmas stockings. And then on Monday is their final basic sweater knitting class. But also check out their Knitting on Tiny Needles, Toft Animals, Advanced Knitting Techniques, and another comprehensive Learn to Crochet class coming up later. At Local by Design, Saturday they have a paint your own piece of furniture workshop, as well as a pumpkin fused glass nightlight votive workshop with River Rock Glass Studio. At Art Farm in Annapolis, tonight they have a sketch night with a live model. Saturday they have first exposure photography. And on Tuesday, check out Spark, a creative workshop for small business owners. They also have registration open for more adult and teen workshops, including more sketch nights, wet felting, marbling, collage art, block printing, as well as the art of arting, among other topics. And their kids' art camps are still going. Today, there's a nature art school for ages 6 through 8. Saturday, there's a kids' art school for ages 7 through 9, as well as art inspired by music, with Art Farm teaming up with Annapolis Symphony Orchestra. Art created by students will be projected behind the ASO during a performance called Pictures at an Exhibition. They'll be performed in January of 2025. On Monday, check out their kids' art school for ages 4 through 5, as well as a kids' art school for ages 6 through 8. Tuesday, they have pencil, charcoal, ink, and watercolor for ages 9 through 11, as well as fashion design, sketching, and conceptualizing for ages 9 through 12. On Wednesday, there's mixed media art school for ages 9 through 11, as well as podcasting for ages 10 through 14. And they have more upcoming classes, including ones in poetry, mixed media, and more. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, today, Edgewater has a STEM night with an engineering challenge, Glen Burnie has a STEAM club, and Mountain Road has What's Cooking with Spooky Foods. Tomorrow, Severna Park has a pre-K process art workshop. Saturday, Eastport Annapolis Neck has Build It with Lego. Crofton has Ask a Master Gardener. Maryland City has Science Saturdays with a Lego Marble Maze. Linthicum has Chemistry in the Library, Photography and Imaging. Rivera Beach has Lego Create Challenge. Severna Park has a Community Service Crafternoon, making no-sew dog toys to donate to the Senior Dog Sanctuary in Severn, Maryland. Deal has a Drop-In Family Lego Build and Play Challenge. Odenton has Rainbow Tumbling Block Weaving. And Bush Annapolis has Process Art Hour, inspired by Hispanic artists. On Monday, Bush Annapolis has a Little Artist Workshop. Edgewater has Preschool STEM Play. Eastport Annapolis Neck has STEAM Mondays. And Odenton has Friends in Fiber Arts. On Tuesday, Glen Burnie has Little Artist Process Art. Severn is building gnome homes. Discoveries has a Hispanic Heritage Crafternoon. Broadneck has a STEM Tinker Lab. Severna Park has Mindful Making, practicing mindfulness with crafting, with decorating a book with spooky vibes for your own haunted library. And then Broadneck has Broadneck Needlecrafting. Then on Wednesday, Glen Burnie has Kids Create, with paper cutouts inspired by Matisse. Severna Park has STEM Oween. Linthicum has Insects and Spiders with the Maryland Naturalist. Then Eastport Annapolis Neck has their Mad Hatters Knitting Club. And a big shout out to our friends at the Annapolis Woodworkers Guild. They've been around a long time, and they're kind of a hidden gem in the area. If you're interested in woodworking, check them out. Their monthly meeting is the second Thursday of every month, the next one being tonight. We look forward to working together with them. And speaking of Annapolis Makerspace, we're slowly getting settled into our new digs, and we wanted to invite everyone out to check out the new place. So come on by on Saturday from 9 to noon for a big open house celebrating our new shop. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. Whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Ahoy, captains and anglers! What better way to spend a day on the Chesapeake Bay than by fishing and fundraising for a cure? Join us for the 18th annual Fish for a Cure tournament, Paul C. Detter's Captain's Challenge, and Shore Party, Saturday, November 9th at Safe Harbor, Annapolis. Fish for a Cure supports Luminous Health Anne Arundel Medical Center's Gayton and Joanne D. Cesaris Cancer Institute. Event proceeds directly support the Cancer Survivorship Program for patients recovering from all types of cancers. Gather your crew and register your boat today at fishforacure.org. Again, that's fishforacure.org. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.